Live from our Jackson Studios. Live from the Midtown Jackson Studio and live from well into Deep 13. This is Lasco Cafe on Spreaker with the animalistic Jay the Brain Man, the animalistic Matthew the Wizard Nichols, and the pause for consideration, Steve the Baxman Baxley. I'm Franklin Pangborn, your announcer, with Morgul as the friendly drone. Let's go to the cafe and find out what's going on and join the guys on a whole crowd. It's Lasco Cafe on Spreaker. Welcome one and all to the Corsican Ball. That's right, it's a very strange, if not noxious edition, a Sunday edition that we're going to pretend actually occurred on Friday. Cafe, I am your host, as Mr. Pangborn said, I am Steve the Baxman Baxley. Pleasure to be here on this another spine-tingling edition of the show that turns your brain into a scattered mush. Brought to you by Nabisco. Also joining me, as always, ladies and gentlemen, the gamer's best friend, the man that knows more about gaming than I do about women, and that's a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, the wizard himself, Matthew Nichols.
Out.
Hey, man, for sure. And what is this show like without our brain? There you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the man, the myth, the legend, Betty White's favorite chew toy, and the host of Jay the Brain Man Presents Wrestle Anime Headstone, Jay the Brain Man, and some erstwhile nobody by the name of Steve the Baxman Baxley. Here he is, the one, the only. Okay. By the way, tonight's program, we do have to have a little dedicatable. As you know, 2020 has become the year that sucks. And tonight, it sucks further for wrestling fans. We've just been alerted about an hour ago of the passage of the Ugandan giant Kamala. And in his honor, if we can, a momentation of silence with the bell ring of 10. Rest in paradise. Kamala, rest in paradise. And we, of course, also announced the passage
of a man who has been with one television station in Cleveland, Ohio for over 5 decades. Weather legend, Mr. Dick Goddard, who has a sense of humor. He appeared on many times the Big Chuck and Little John show. And so, in his honor, we do this. To rest in paradise, Mr. Goddard, rest in paradise, with sunny skies and starlit nights of clarity. Okay, folks, let's get with this show. How y'all doing? Brain, how you doing? Magic Matthew, what's up?
Doing pretty well.
Okay, and now, folks, it is time, long overdue, I might add, that we bring you the silver-tongued devil himself, Mr. Franklin Pangborn, to give us some words of encouragement.
Thank you. I didn't mean to do that to you, Franklin. Please. Thank you, and it's time now for Gamer News with the Wizard, Matthew Nichols.
Alright, this week on Gamer News, we have an announcement from Nintendo that Pikmin 3 is coming to Nintendo Switch on October 30th of this year, called Pikmin 3 Deluxe, which is going to have all of the DLC included. PlayStation had their State of Play for this month, and the games they were showing off was Crash Bandicoot 4 It's About Time, Hitman 3 is getting the free art treatment, Braid is getting an Anniversary Remastered coming out in 2021. We had some footage of the PS5 game The Pathless by Giant Squid. We're getting a sequel to Spelunky. We got some gameplay footage of Bugsnax. We have a new Star Wars VR game called Vader Immortal. A game called Auto Chess for PS4 coming out in Halloween. We have the Pet Destrin, however you pronounce that word, a 2.5D side-scrolling puzzle platformer coming out on January next year. Hood Outlaws and Legends for PS5, and we also had a new trailer for Genshin Impact coming out in the West in autumn 2020. Temtem is coming to PS5 and also Xbox Series X in 2021. We had a new trailer for the upcoming tactical beat-em-up RPG Aeon Must Die. A new trailer for Anno Mutation controlled by Remedy Studios is getting its second expansion on the 27th of this month, and the show ended with 8 minutes of gameplay of Godfall. And that's pretty much it for this week's Gamer News. Nope. Pretty much.
And that's Gamer News for this week. Tune in again next week for more news of the gaming industry for gamers. I'm Franklin Pangborn. Yes, you are.
Okay, got some weird news coming up and a few other things as well. Let me get the Twitter board up here. Okay.
Tweet.
By the way, just want to say that when we gave tribute to Kamala, we introduced him as his wrestling name. I don't think anyone minds. We identify him with the real name, James Harris. He passed away at age 70.
And yeah, don't worry, Kamala Harris is not dead.
Nope, and we ain't going to do any of those jokes. Yow.
Well, I've already seen people be kind of dickheadish about getting confused over that on Twitter, so that's cool.
Oh, brother.
Let me put it to you this way, folks. If you think we were talking about Kamala, the presidential candidate, y'all need glasses. Because Kamala don't look like the former presidential candidate and possible vice president candidate for Mr. Jose Biden. Let's see. Oh, yes, we must do this because we have to. Time for a little odd news. Dateline London. And by the way, this comes from the United Press International, so you know it's legit. Palmerston, the British Foreign Office's famous feline chief mouser, announced he is retiring to, quote, spend more time relaxing away from the limelight, end quote. A letter addressed to Sir Simon MacDonald, Permanent Undersecretary at the Foreign and Commonwealth Office, was posted to the Palmerston's official Twitter account to announce the cat's retirement from hunting mice at the Foreign Office's headquarters in London. I have to ask one question: How does he know a mouse from a parliamentarian? There you go. Look that up in your funkin' wagnalls. Palmerston, named for two-time Prime Minister Viscount Palmerston, arrived at the office as a rescue in 2016 and quickly gained fame for catching mice and appearing in photos with visiting diplomats. The cat previously made headlines for clashes with Larry, the cat charged with catching mice for the Prime Minister at 10 Downing Street. The letter, written from the feline's perspective, said Palmerston is retiring to live with a family in the British countryside. Quote, although I am indeed my formal role here, I will always be an ambassador for the UK and the new Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Office, end quote. The letter read. The Foreign Office praised Palmerston for his service in a Twitter post. Yes, we all miss him partfully, but wish him a perfect retirement. Those Brits, you gotta love them. Somebody has to.
I'm surprised they were able to translate the cat's language to English.
We do have one word from Palmerston's agent, and apparently Palmerston is being sought out to replace Pierce. Oh boy, I can screw up the joke here. Lovely. And, geez, what is his name? Yes. And when I get his name, I'll give the joke here. Good. Yes, we did hear from the agent of Palmerston, who says that he is reportedly going to replace Piers Morgan on the ITV breakfast program Good Morning Britain. They are looking for someone with more personality. Okay, let's continue on with the weirdness before we send it over to the brain for some more wildness. A Colorado woman says she was terrified when she looked in her toilet and saw something shocking. A snake coming up from the drain. Miranda Stewart of Fort Collins said she was using the restroom at her Varsity Apartments home when she made the startling discovery. Flushed with excitement, quote, I used the restroom like went to flush and everything and it wasn't going down. I looked and I leaned in closer and a snake head slithered up. I was terrified, end quote. Stewart told KDVR Television. Stewart said the discovery reinforced a long-time fear she once thought to be international. It's actually been one of my fears since I was a kid, she said. Stewart shared photo of her apartment's maintenance man extricating the snake from the turlet. Stewart said, we're thinking it was a possible pet from one of the tenants from our apartment complex. If the snake got in their toilet and slithered to ours. The reptile, a non-venomous corn snake, was adopted by the maintenance worker Wesley Sanford. I wonder if he named it maize, because that's what the Indians called corn. I took him home and my wife was very happy with me and we named him Boots. He's our little guard snake on the property. Yeah, okay. That sounds scary. Don't you think?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, we got a report from Michigan. Yay. As if anything else wasn't weird in Michigan. Here we go. A Michigan man said he has a leaky car tire to thank for his winning a $1 million jackpot from a scratch-off lottery ticket. The Ionia County man told Michigan lottery officials he stopped at the mobile gas station in Weberville, because he was having trouble keeping one of his tires inflated. Well, I was having trouble with the tire going low on my car, so I stopped to fill it up and buy a sandwich. And that's when I got the ticket, the man said. I scratched the ticket in the car and got so excited I forgot to even eat the sandwich I bought. The winner said he plans to use his money to pay bills, help his family, and bolster his savings. If you believe that, I have Swampland available for sale real cheap in Brooklyn, New York. But if he does, good on you, man. Speaking of good on you, in other lottery insanity, a Virginia man's unusual gamble paid off when he bought 25 identical lottery tickets for the same drawing and won 25 times for a total prize of $125,000. Raymond Harrington told Virginia lottery officials he visited the Wegmans store in Virginia Beach and decided to buy 25 $1 tickets for the July 17th Pick 4 drawing. Something just told me to play 25 times, Harrington recalled. The gamble paid off when Harrington's number combination came up. 4, 6, 4, 0. Each of Harrington's tickets won a $5,000 top prize, earning him a total prize of $125,000. The winner says he plans to use his money to help his two sons who are in college. Okay, that I can believe. But boy, his two sons are going to have a lot of women going, hi, my name is Sherry. Fly me. Mm-hmm. Okay, we got one more, ladies and gentlemen, one more bit of weirdness, and then we continue on with this rollicking program. And it comes from our friends at the Guinness Book of World Records. TV host Al Roker enlisted the help of 69 chefs and sandwich enthusiasts to break the Guinness World Record for most people in an online sandwich-making relay. The NBC Today Show weather anchor hosted a virtual Roker-thon event Thursday, working with a network of 69 participants, including Jose Andres, Bobby Flay, Priya Krishna, Sandra Lee, Marcus Samuelson, Andrew Zimmern, Elena Besser, and Matt Abdu. Each chef was required by Guinness to create a unique sandwich, and it had to be complete before the next participant began making their own sandwich. The mark to beat was 50 participants. Guinness adjudicator Michael Emprick said in making the announcement, "Today you have achieved 69. It's a new Guinness World Record title. Now, for those of you interested in knowledge, anytime we say the number 69, an angel gets belled. Why? Because 69, as we all know, is a very workable number. Wow. Okay, and that, ladies and gentlemen, is your weird, if not odd, news of the week. Gentlemen, what'd you think?
Interesting.
Could any of us or all of us together come up with, say, 70 people to break that record?
Nope.
I mean, do we all know up to 70 people, 70 chefs who might want to break that record? Mm-hmm. Okay, let's keep this going. It is time, Mr. Pangborn, to do your duties, sir. Well, thank you. Again, I'm stepping on lines. Yes, you are. On duty.
It's time for the Insidious Belch of the Week!
Presented by nobody. Here's Steve. Nope, not here, Steve. Oh, you want me to introduce the guy? I'll introduce him.
Oh, that's my job. Now, with his Lieutenant Timmy, here's General Big Jimmy, Billy Bobo Schwartz.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. At ease, gentlemen, at ease. I've been waiting for a long time. Sorry, I went to Chicago. Heard the music. Can't help it. Lieutenant Timmy. Yes, sir. Are you? Yes, are you ready? Yes, sir, I'm ready. All right. Mr. Baxley. Apparently you and everyone else have one caustic individual that you wish for us to have an insidious belch with. That's right. Or did we belch cancer last week? I do not think so. In that case, give it to him big, pal. Give it to him big. You got it. Jimmy? Tell him what we filled him up with. Well, sir, we filled him up with, Coke, Pepsi, Mountain Dew, other fizzy lifting drinks. And if that's not enough, we gave him about 20, big grilled cheesy burritos. And if that wasn't enough, we gave him one of those ultimate hot pepper potato chips that no one can ever, you know what I mean. Yes, I do. And is he ready? Oh, believe me, he's ready. Why do you think we weren't on the air Friday? Oh, yeah, I remember. When ready, Timmy? Yeah, I hear you. Kukabaka. Fire! Whoa. That lifted the hairpiece off of, the late Jack Klugman. We gotta find it. Give it back to him. You know, it has to be buried by his pet. Anyway, gentlemen, it's been fun. Now, those of you who keep emailing, giving us suggestions for who to give the ultimate belch to for the end of the year. Please stop. We know the ultimate loser. The year 2020. Trust me, we have something that's going to make last year's look like a Boy Scout jamboree. But until then, we will return next week with another victim to lay waste to, another wrong to be righted, and another person to face the ultimate charge, the ultimate punishment. She just did. God, no! No! No one should ever be punished for that with that. No, no, sir. I'm talking about. Yes, I know, sir. May I do it? Yes, you may, Timmy. Next week, the insidious belch of the week returns. How's that? That was good, Timmy. That was good. Now get going. Get the car ready. We got to get going on a little vacation for about 4 days. See you guys next Friday. I love Sundays, but I love Fridays even more. Boss, men, at the ease, please. We'll see you next week.
And that was Big Jimmy, Billy Bob Bo Schwartz, and the insidious belch of the week. Gentlemen, all yours.
Okay, it is all ours, and we're nearing the moment of disruption here. Brain, what you got for us?
Nothing.
Nothing? Matthew?
Nothing. I'm just watching the fireworks show at Animal Crossing New Horizons.
Ooh.
It's gonna be happening every Sunday for the entire month of August.
Oh, that's cool. That is cool. Okay, and while we got just one little wrestling news item for you before we have the others. AEW Chief Brand Officer Brandy Rhodes joined Dave LaGreca and Tommy Dreamer on the Busted Open podcast to talk about the launch of AEW Heels. She explained why Heels has started and what fans can expect from it in the future. Rhodes noted, quote, "Okay, so let me set the stage for y'all. In wrestling, no one has ever fought to put together a fan club specifically for the female fan. I mean, to me, that's not rocket science or anything, but I did it. And that's where we are with All Elite Heels. AEW Heels is a beautiful community that's built for women who are fans of wrestling. Some women are involved in wrestling. The AEW women's roster participates in Heels. It's just this wonderful community where women can grow together, learn together, make friends, connections, network. Networking is a big thing for me, so of course it's going to be a part of it. But it's also a way for them to learn more about this business. They're going to get exclusive merch. They're going to get to learn things before other people do. We do these great Zoom events right now. By the way, the AEW Women's Tag Team Cup Tournament has officially begun with Rhodes and Allie of the Nightmare Sisters picking up a win over Penelope Ford and Mel. As for a team that has caught Rhodes' attention, she told Busted Open that the team of Tay Conti and Anna Jay has caught her eye. Rhodes elaborated more as to why Tay J has impressed her, starting with the fact that they already have a name and a brand behind them. She notes that she hopes that she and Allie don't have to run up against them anytime soon in the tournament. Rhodes also gave her thoughts on Abandon and how she could be a force in the women's division. She hopes that she does not run up against her in the tournament, but she praises her for her character that has implemented many horror movie elements. Here's the reality of it, okay? I see something in Abandon, Rhodes revealed. I really do. And I have an undying love for the horror genre in general, so anything that's very creepy and murky, I like it. Maybe that's why she married Cody. But I don't want anything to do with her. Like, I would like for her to stay as far away from me as possible. I hope to God she's not in the tag tournament. We don't know. We haven't seen the rest of the draws and polls. I'm someone who likes horror because it absolutely scares me, and she scares me very much. She scares me, too. Don't know what I would do. Like you say, what would you do if Michael Myers was standing in your backyard with a knife raised? What would you do? You don't know what you would do. You might panic and freeze like everyone in the movies and get chopped up. I don't know what I would do if I was standing across the ring from a Abaddon. I might freeze, or I might think quickly, or hopefully someone will come help me. So I just don't want that moment to happen. And we thank Busted Open and Wrestling Inc. for the transcription. Next week's broadcast, folks, all of us are going to have a chance to speak to you. That's right. We're going to finally do some speaking of all of us here. But for right now, that is going to wrap things up here for this little show of ours, the L2C, the Last Call Cafe on Spreaker. Goes back next Friday. Hope you enjoy what you hear, and if you want to hear more, let us know. Go to our fan page on Facebook. That is Last Call Cafe. So please go to that. Fan it. Yeah, friend it. And give us a little shout out. So all that and a lot more. We'll see you next week, gentlemen. Final words, final burps, final belches, final request.
Nope.
Nope.
Okay, this has been a presentation. Gotta do this right. The Last Call Cafe has been a presentation of Mystifying Creativity Productions for Spreaker and the L2C Media Network. We will see you next week, back on Fridays, where we belong. Because on Fridays, we get a lot of people here. And we don't have to worry about missing our rides home. Bye!